So, I had planned to actually make Sonic videos instead, but then I realized that I had also posted about FNAF a couple days ago or something, and I said I was going to make an explanation video for my AU since it's gone through a lot of changes, so that's what we're going to do in this video. And my character isn't going to have a lot of movement because that's not what I'm focusing on. I'm focusing on the explanation instead. So this video was the first FNAF video I've ever made. It's still on my channel for some reason. I feel like I should take it down by now, but I just haven't. I really would not be able to tell you what is happening in this photo at all. I genuinely don't know what I was doing with the characters at the time, and the character designs are so different now than they used to be. This is what William's parents used to look like. I had a whole storyline for them, but a lot of things have changed for that now. Their roles have almost completely swapped. I had made William really soft, which honestly wasn't my original intention at all. I had planned for a whole storyline with it, but I just never went anywhere with it, so he ended up being soft. For the next scene that happens, I'm pretty disgusted with myself that I even went that far and actually did that in a video. It was so weird. It was just normal for videos that I was seeing around the time, so I just went with it. I decided not to put a picture of the scene I was talking about in, so I just put the aftermath of Oliver pushing William after it had happened. I really don't know why I did that. It's so not okay. So I guess I gave William siblings before. He still has a sibling now, but I don't think I have Vincent made, actually. I plan to add him eventually, but as of right now, all of my character slots are taken up. I'm just saying this here, my glitch trap design used to be so bad. This was probably one of the cringiest scenes I've made before. It was where Ennard came out of Michael's body, but it just looked wrong. It looked really patchy and weird. This scene where Ennard killed Oliver, I don't know why I did that really. I get that Oliver was an issue and everything and nobody liked him, but I killed him immediately. So all I really have to say about this video in particular was that the whole thing was just really messed up. It didn't really have a storyline. It was just all over the place. I never really had an AU for that, really. It was just a bunch of stuff that I've previously seen in other videos that I just took and said, hey, this is what I'm doing now. But basically, just a rundown of that video, what happened was it was a William's family meeting William's parents video where his mother was really nice, his siblings were pretty cool, and then his dad was, the typical abusive parent. William was really soft, Glitch Trap looked hideous, Michael and all the kids just looked really weird. It was just a really terrible video, honestly. There is a lot to go over in this next video, so just prepare yourself. This also doesn't follow an AU really though, it's just a random video of cringe shipped kids meeting future parents, I guess. I really don't even know myself what I made. Starting off strong with whatever the hell this is, I really don't know what to tell you. That was my old character. You could tell I was really lazy with the video, I just didn't care. Their supposed ship child looks to be really young, yet I still for some odd reason, put them in really revealing clothes. I don't understand why I did that, to be honest. So yeah, for these next few screenshots here, it's just really, really weird. I genuinely don't understand what the point of this video was, honestly. I really don't know. So my spring trap design was as equally really gross as my glitch trap design, it seems. I do not know what I was doing. So this is where Menard is first introduced, it seems. Menard lasted a very long time in my AU, but it is actually no longer a thing. I haven't posted any new videos about FNAF yet, so I don't think anybody actually knew that until now. But yeah, it's no longer going to be a thing in any future videos when I post, if I do anymore. So this was also a ship that lasted a while, but is no longer a thing anymore as well. It was kind of in and out of my AU, but it's definitely no longer a thing now. So this video really didn't have an AU like whatsoever. It had a lot of soft versions of the characters and just really weird stuff. It was kind of a joke video, honestly, because even at the end of the video I stated that it sucked and I knew it did, but I didn't care. So obviously it was like just a thing that I was like, hey, other people are doing this, I should do this too. This is now where the real AU starts. I will not be putting that many photos this time. I will just be going over explaining stuff. But this is basically where the whole AU started, was this video. So a quick rundown of this AU. Michael looked soft even though he could kill people, and he did. Michael found a child who ended up having siblings that he rescued later on in the series. Basically, it was just like a huge mess of just random stuff together. In this AU or episode, it is established that Elizabeth lives with Mrs. Afton, or Jess, who is not the best person in the world, and who also makes Elizabeth seem to be a very proper lady, but also not the best person in the world. In this AU as well, or in the beginning of my AU, I suppose, Elizabeth hadn't seen Michael in forever because Jess or Mrs. Afton had separated everybody from Elizabeth. She had taken just Elizabeth once she found her and left. In the older version of my AU, Jess or Mrs. Afton was Ballora. She's no longer Ballora, though, along with, obviously, Elizabeth being Circus Baby. Michael didn't have an animatronic form, and he still doesn't. He was just Michael with Ennard inside of him, and he still is just like that. And then everybody else was basically the same, except for Cece, or as he was known in this one, Gabriel. He was the soul of regular Freddy, or whatever you want to call him, just Freddy Fazbear. Now he is changed. Terrence was and still is a part of my AU as a separate character from Michael. Michael and Terrence are twins. And then there is Elizabeth and Cece. Cece is the youngest, Elizabeth is the middle, and then Michael and Terrence are the oldest. William was forced to marry Mrs. Afton, aka Jess, and that is still standing with my AU now. What had happened was, Jess's parents, along with William's mother, had enjoyed the idea of the two of them being together so much that they had forced a marriage onto them. William and Henry are a thing in both of my AUs. They are shipped together, Helium or Willery, whatever you want to call it. Basically, in high school, they were together, but then separated once William was forced to marry Mrs. Afton, or Jess. They still like each other as they grow older. William and Glitchtrap are two separate people still. That is still a thing that has been in my AU throughout the whole thing. Originally, I had planned for Glitchtrap to be William's dead brother Vincent, but that has changed because I see almost everybody doing that, and I would like to be a little different and original. So who Glitchtrap is, that would be Tracy, which in my AU is Mrs. Afton's brother. So I created my own character just for that. And then Tracy, William, and Henry are all together in my AU now. They were before, but Glitchtrap didn't have a name after I decided he wasn't Vincent. He was just a random suit known as Glitchtrap, but now he actually has a soul to him. Michael and Terrence are not Mrs. Afton's or Jess's kids, whatever you would like to call her. They are actually Glitchtrap, William, and Henry's children. Now, I know people get really confused when I say that because they are all men, and obviously it's not logical for them to have kids unless they're trans, and in my AU, none of them are trans. So the easiest way that I can explain that happening is literally just magic. Glitchtrap is a character in my AU who has infinite abilities. He can do whatever he wants. So he had taken William, Henry, and his own DNA and merged them together and had created Michael and Terrence. Michael and Terrence both believe that they are Jess's children, even though they are not, and they only figure out they aren't after everybody has died. Once it's like a whole reunion and whatever, that is when they figure out that they are not her children. But basically, after a lot of drama happens between the whole family, William gets back with Henry, who also gets with Tracy, so it's the three of them, and then they are just pretty awesome parents towards the children. And that's really it. Like, Jess is out of the equation completely. She's gone. She disappeared. I haven't decided what happened to her, really. I just know that she's not there anymore. That's basically all I can think of putting in here. If you guys have any questions, I guess just comment and I'll get to answering whenever I can. And the only reason you guys are getting a voice reveal is because there's no way I was going to type out every single thing that I put here.